how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I'm playing with the new Glaminatrix Sugar and Spice palette. I'm so excited about this. They reached out to me recently and added me to their PR list, so thank you so much, Glaminatrix. I'm super excited to be trying this out. I think this video is going up the same day it launches. It's launching on August 5th at 6 p.m. EST. I'll have it listed down below for you. They also did give me an affiliate code, so you can save some money on their site if you end up purchasing anything, whether it's this or something else. My code battybean in all caps will save you money on their site, and I appreciate it so much if you use it. But anyways, in this video specifically, I'm going to be doing 2 looks with this palette. I'll also be doing close-ups of the palette, swatches, all that good stuff. I'll give you my thoughts on how I feel about the palette at the end of the video, and I'm super excited. I do also plan on doing an additional look over on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts as soon as I can, so just stay tuned for that. But we're going to get into it. As far as my accessory details, I will chat about those during each look, and yeah, without further ado, let's just hop in and chat about the palette. I really like this packaging. I like this kind of faux leather. It just looks really sleek and really, I don't know, I just like this minimalistic kind of vibe. It's really cute. And then the inside, I gotta say, when they were teasing the launch of this palette, the whole sugar and spice feel, I wasn't really sure what to expect, and this is definitely unexpected, but I really like it. Obviously, for me personally, I'm not so much of a neutral girly. I tend to play with color more than anything else, so the middle row doesn't scream to my soul personally, but all of the shimmers and the things surrounding that middle row are stunning. I really like these pops of pastel. I love all of these shimmers. I feel like every single one of these shimmers would work beautiful for just like a one and done eyeshadow look where you could just smear it all over, blend the edges, call it a day. You're gonna have something really ethereal and special and shifty and magical in just one easy swipe. And now, even though like the middle row isn't like my personal cup of tea because I just don't reach for neutrals very often, I can appreciate the fact that we have a really nice gradient from very light all the way to black with a few different undertones going from like neutral to cool tone. Like you can kind of play with some different things there, but definitely for me personally, the star of the show are the shimmers. They are just so cool. So yeah, that is the palette. I hope you're excited to see the looks. I really like the looks I created in this video, so let's go ahead and get to them, and I will give you my overall thoughts on the palette at the end. Hi friends, good morning, or I guess whatever time of day it is for you and you're watching this. I'm super excited to dive into this first look. By the way, I used vanilla as my face highlight, and I think it's really pretty. Also, I'll give my accessory details at the end of the look because I haven't picked out earrings yet, and I mean, this is just a basic choker. I don't know where it's from. But let's get started. I'm going to prime with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Eye Primer. I want to do something nice and dark and smoky on the lids with one of the shimmers layered over top of it, and then I want that lavender as a pop in the inner corner. I think that'll be super cute. I'll probably pick earrings to match that lavender inner corner, but I wanted to do the look first and pick it out later. So I want to start with the shade Brownie. I'm going to use this Sigma eye and nose contour brush. I'm just going to start tapping this over the lid. I'm not going to carry this up too high because I want there to be plenty of room to like blend it upward. And this is honestly mostly just going to act as kind of a base to layer a shimmer on top of, just to give it more of a smoky effect. I'm going to put some black in here as well at some point, but just kind of getting the ball rolling. I'm going to start smudging a little of this under that lower lash line as well. And just make sure they kind of roughly connect a little bit in the outer corner. Something kind of like that. Just a messy, smoky situation. This is very rich and chocolatey. So I want to take just kind of a mixture of Brownie with Sticky Date. Just going to take that on this Game Beauty E01. I didn't want that fully greigey brown, so I'm going to mix a little bit of Brownie just to add a little bit of warmth to it. I'm just going to start kind of inching this just sort of on the lid and kind of spreading it upwards a little bit. Just trying to soften this up a tiny bit before I go in with a little bit of black to deepen it up more. And then of course my shimmer over top of everything. Definitely like lightened up a little bit as I blended it out, but you know, I actually am not super mad at that because it still stayed really smooth, and then I can just go back and re-intensify. I'd much rather this happen than it stay blotchy and dark and hard to work with. Oh yeah, that's great. I'm even gonna take a little bit of meringue. I like never reach for these like bone colored mattes. I'm gonna use this Game Beauty E06, but I'm gonna use that just to buff the very outside edges of this before I deepen things up a little bit more. I'm gonna take Licorice, and I'm just gonna use that same Sigma brush I used to start with. I'm just grabbing a little bit And I'm just gonna very softly start tippy-tapping this along the bottom part of my lid, just to add a little bit more depth before I blend one more time and then tap my shimmer over everything. I'm just gonna kind of go back with my various browns and blend at the edges. And then we're gonna go to town with some shimmer. I'm very excited. I'm ready to get to that pop of lavender. I'm gonna take my Bella Beauty Bar shimmer stay now to plop on the lid to set my shimmer up for major success. I feel like I have a little bit of patchiness across the lid with just the mattes by themselves, but considering I was planning on using shimmer anyways, I'm not super duper worried about it. I'm just gonna tap this out. This is just gonna help my shimmer pop really nicely and stick around really well. I am going to take the Star Anise shade. It looks so good. I'm just gonna use my finger. Just look how pretty that is. And I want to tippy tap this across the entire lid. Ooh, that is good. It's really, really, really pretty. Wow, I love that. I really like it just kind of layered on that smoky situation that I had. I feel like it really took it to the next level than just having it like by itself, you know? Now I'm just gonna take and blend the edges out. I didn't grab any additional product or anything. I'm just using the leftovers that are on the brush to make sure this all blends nicely into the crease. For the inner corner, I'm definitely gonna do a lot of gumdrop. I might add a little bit of lavender, especially to that lower lash line, but we're gonna start with just gumdrop, the matte one. I'm gonna use this E08 from Game Beauty. I'm just gonna start tippy tapping that. Oh, that is so cute. I love that color. Kind of drag this on the like first third of that lower lash line also. I love this color. I really like it next to that lid shade too. I think that's a really fun contrast. Just blending this out with that meringue shade a little bit, that kind of bone colored shadow, just to diffuse it a bit. And then I do think I am gonna take lavender, the shimmer purple. Oh yeah, that's no question. That beefed it up insane. It almost glows. That is so pretty. I'm gonna take a little bit more to kind of spread down here a little bit. I'm obsessed with that color, holy cow. This look came together. Wow, not that I was that worried, but it's just really nice to see it all come together. That inner corner is so pretty. I love that lavender moment. I think it's so good. I'm gonna take a little bit of vanilla, that highlighty shade that I used to highlight my face with, just to pop on the brow bone a little bit. This is the Sugar and Spice palette, so let's add some spice. I think that is so super cool. I'm really liking how that all came together. But I'm gonna finish my look now. I'm gonna throw on maybe lashes today. I can't decide, maybe just mascara, an eye pencil, something on my lips, and I'll be back when I'm complete. All right, here is look number one complete. I really like how this one came out. I just love the contrast of colors. I love that very vibrant inner corner. I just think it's so cute. I went with my Spooky Doodle Club earrings because I kind of felt like it fit the overall vibe. Like it kind of matches the lid, they kind of match the inner corner. So that's what I went with. Obviously I threw on some lashes. These are a pair of Noella lashes and the brand doesn't exist anymore. So these lashes don't exist anymore. And they're actually my very last pair of Noella lashes. I've been procrastinating wearing them just because it's my last pair ever. My eye pencil is the lavender one from Odin's Eye. I just wanted to play with that lavender pop in my inner corner. And then on my lips, I went with the Lawless Rosewood pencil with the Lawless Soft Truffle lipstick over top. I really like this combo. I think it complements the look really nicely, but still lets the eye look be the main star of the show. I hope you liked this first look. Let's move on now to look number two. Hello, how's it going? Look number two coming at you. I just have the same basic choker that's old and some other Spooky Doodle Club earrings. So we're gonna get into it today. I really wanna play with the yellow and green mattes that are on the bottom. I'm also dying to play with mustard and fennel. I just think they would be so pretty. So I'm thinking maybe a halo eye today might be the way to go. So I'm gonna start with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Eye Primer. Just gonna slather it on and blend it out. So I'm an early Halloween decorator. I mean, my house is spooky year round, but I'm an early Halloween decorator. Like I decorated on August 1st. And it brings me so much joy to walk through my house and smell like pumpkin spicy candles and see like jack-o'-lanterns everywhere. So if you're someone who wants to decorate early, but you're trying to like hold off, don't hold off, just do it. It brings you so much joy. All right, so to start with, I don't even really know what I want to do. I think I'll start with the green mint and use my Game Beauty E01. And I'm just gonna start by just kind of running this through the crease. I'm avoiding the middle a little bit, but the shade's also so light that it doesn't really matter. I'll avoid the middle more when I go in with my darker shades. Just gonna slowly build this up. I know this is pastel, so it's not gonna be like super dark or anything, but I just wanted like a little splash of this pasteliness going on. I guess I'll pop it on my lower lash line too. I don't really know what I want to do with the lower lash line yet. I'll probably just smoke it out, honestly. I think that sounds like a good idea. So just kind of doing light little swirls and circles and just kind of getting that laid down. While I'm here, I'm also gonna go ahead and take Taffy, the light yellow, use my E06 brush from Game Beauty, just a slightly bigger fluffy brush. And I wanna run this along the outside of the green, just to have a little bit of like a green to yellow blend going on. I think that'll be cute. Oh, that is cute. It just adds a nice little dash of happiness. So I think that's quite nice, actually. We're about to like really deepen this up and grungify it, but it's really pretty for now. All right, so I want to use Brownie and Licorice to deepen things up. So I think I'll start with Brownie. I'm gonna use this E07 from Game Beauty. This one I am only gonna take on the inner and outer corner. I don't wanna bring this like up through the middle of the crease at all. And I'm just very lightly kind of just dusting it in this outer corner just to add a little bit of depth before I blend the green with it. Just kind of getting the ball rolling for now. I like this shape of the brush too because I can really kind of get in there and like fit it into that shape of the crease a little bit also. Just to kind of get that roundness kind of forming. Sort of like that. It's gonna be messy before it gets good. I'm also gonna drag this right up against that lower lash line just to get, again, some more depth going on. And then I'm gonna take this little pencil brush, the E08. I'm gonna tap it off actually because I don't want very much black. I'm just gonna very, very lightly tap that on the very base of the lid in the inner and outer corner, and also a little on that lower lash line. Again, just a teeny bit, just enough to add a little bit of depth right at those lashes. Something like that. That looks crazy. I feel like I look like some kind of weird bug or something. Again, yeah, I'll scooch it right here, right up against those lashes. Then, not taking any more product on the brush that I used with Brownie, the brown, I'm just going to smudge that black into the brown a little bit more before I buff the green with it. I'm liking how this is already coming together though. Like, I mean, it still has a ways to go before we're at the final destination, but I'm feeling very good about this so far. I just really like that pop of light green. I think it's really, really pretty. I'm really enjoying the way everything is blending out so far. I think it's working pretty well. And I'm gonna catch the other eye up to this point and then we'll work on blending the pastels a little bit more too. All right, gonna grab a little bit more of mint, that green. I'm just going to start very lightly blending along the edge of that brown just to soften it a wee bit more. I'm so excited to get to the shimmers. They're gonna be so pretty. Tad bit on the inside also. So I am gonna have a lot of shimmer kind of creeping out towards this area, so it's almost acting more so as a base. Oh, I love that. Just take a little bit more green down here because I think it needs it. Drag it down a little bit. And I'll add just a dash more yellow because it's so cute. Moving on to some shimmer now. I'm gonna start with my Bella Beauty Bar Shimmer Stay. Just going to lightly dot that around and I'm just gonna pat it out. So I'm gonna be using mustard as the inner and outer part and then fennel as the middle highlight. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of mustard. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm just gonna smush that in the inner and outer corner, and this is where it's gonna kind of fade onto that dark that I laid down, but I wanted to have that base just so it would have something instead of just going straight from this to the pastel. I felt like it would need something to kind of go into. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I'm gonna dot that around as well on the inner. Oh, that is so pretty. Holy moly. I love that so, so much. I'm gonna take my brush I used with the mint and just kind of lightly dust that edge so that it flows into all of my mattes really seamlessly. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna take fennel now. Oh yeah, that's so cool. I'll just kind of tippy tap that right in the center. Wow. Oh my gosh, it's so bright. It didn't really give me as much contrast with mustard as I thought it might, but it's still gorgeous and it added a really, really pretty reflect in there. I think maybe I'll take vanilla, which I use to highlight my face and I'll also use as my inner corner today. But maybe I'll take a little bit of vanilla and kind of tap that like right in the middle also. Just for a little extra boost of highlight on the center of the lid. Oh yeah, I feel like that added a little bit of dimension right there in the middle. Go ahead and do that as well. I still want to put a little shimmer on the lower lash line. I'm getting ahead of myself. I really like this. I do want to take mustard on my little pencil brush though. And I do want to kind of just smush that against my lower lash line just because I want some extra bling. It's so sparkly and lovely. And I just need more of it. This is what Ariel was talking about when she said, I want more. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone as well. Oh, that's so pretty. I really like that vanilla shade, it's so good. I mean, all of these shades that I have going on right now are just so freaking cool and just sparkly and magical. I really like that. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna throw on my lashes and eye pencil, something on my lips. I'm actually also gonna film a lip swatch video with all 12 of the Lawless lipsticks. That'll be up on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts soon if it's not already up by the time this video goes up. But yeah, I'll be back when I'm complete personally. Here is look number 2. I hope you like it. I really like how this one ended up coming out. I do feel like a lot of those shimmers kind of just meshed into one big shimmer. However, it's dimensional and shiny and reflective, and I think they're all so pretty. They might do better standalone, like not all mixed together like I did today, but I'm still very happy with the overall vibe. I like the smoky inner and outer corner with the greeny yellowy crease. I just think it's so fun. Obviously I threw on lashes. These are from Salem Cosmetics. They're the Blood and Tears lashes. I like how curly they are. The eye pencil I threw in is Wildcat from Colourpop just to go with kind of that metallic like grungy greeny essence. And then on my lips, since I did do a full lip swatch, I ended up deciding which one I liked the best. I used the Rosewood pencil again. I think I used this in look number 1. And then I threw the Minx lipstick, both from Lawless, over top. And I really like it. So this is the second look. I hope you enjoyed watching me do this. Let's zoom out and I'll give you my thoughts on the palette so far. Thanks so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked my looks. I would love to know which look was your favorite between look 1 and look 2. I really can't pick. I like both of them so much. They were so different and they offered something so special, but I can't decide. So you'll have to tell me which one was your favorite. We played with a lot of the shadows. I think the only shimmers I didn't mess with today are Nutmeg and Basil is gorgeous, let me tell you. It's like, I mean, Nutmeg also, like, I feel like pictures do not do them justice. They're just so wet looking and special, like so cool. And I think the only matte I technically didn't touch was Brulee, just because I didn't really feel the need to use that one, because I think Meringue is the one I used in yesterday's look to blend the edges. But yeah, I used most of the palette. For the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. Again, that middle row just doesn't really add anything super special to me. Like I have neutrals in my collection. So like for me, if I'm gonna pick up this palette, it's not gonna be for that row. It's gonna be for everything else. But they all performed really well. I did have that issue in look number 1 where I was like layering them on my lid itself and it was getting a little patchy, but at the same time, I wasn't trying to do an all matte, smooth brown look. Like I wasn't aiming for that. I was just trying to get things blended. So I'm not really gonna call that like a criticism because that's not the effect I was even aiming to do. I was aiming for something else. But as far as like the blending in the crease and stuff, I had a really good time blending everything out. I felt like everything had good pigmentation, good blendability. Everything was pretty easy to work with. And these shimmers are just breathtaking. The shimmers are the star of the show for sure. I feel like they add something special to my collection. I think they have really nice shifts and really nice sparkles. I felt really pretty in both of the looks that I've done, and I'm really looking forward to diving in some more. I think it's a gorgeous palette, and if you're into this kind of vibe where it's like half neutral, half colorful, I think you'd really like it. But again, even if you're someone like me who's not super into like neutrals very much, I do still think like the shimmers are really special and they do add something really great to my collection, so take that for what you will. Again, this is launching, I believe, the day that I upload this video on August 5th at 6 p.m. EST, and you can use my affiliate code battybean to save on their site. Thanks again, Glaminatrix, for sending me over your palette. I'm very excited, and I can't wait to play with it some more. I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried Glaminatrix before? Do you want to try them? Are you interested in this palette? I would just love to know your thoughts. If you made it to the end of this video, leave some emojis that make you think of sugar and spice, and if you like this video, please please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me on my other socials. You can join the battybean fam. I'm battybean on everything, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And if you want, you can subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I'm posting most days here as well. And also feel free to join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only get ready with me once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye. Do you guys know that it's Halloween? In case you didn't know, now you know.